Epic. All right, so we are going to be going into game number 1, Greninja versus the Young Link. We are going to go to PS2 home field advantage for Tarik, but also the neutral starter just for these two. Let's see how we're going to go out. Supahsemmie has been going through terror, but Tarik has shown what's up lately.
Yes, of course. Big danger on both of the sides, like we also previously mentioned. Supahsemmie, of course, being a master of the Young Link. And at the same time, on the other side, Tarik being a master of the Ninja Frog. Just being so slippery in his approaches and finally managing to get these stocks out of nowhere. So both these titans clashing off against each other may be making for a great set. And thus far, Supahsemmie got the lead, puts the pressure on Tarik for now. But again, still feeling each other out to see where we can get an advantage going.
Okay, goes for the down tilt. Does not get the up air, but the up smash will be enough. Young Link not known for particularly strong smash attacks outside of that down smash, but the up smash is going to be enough for Greninja. Loses first stock. Tarik, 47% done to Supahsemmie. This first game seems to be going very well for the Dutch Young Link. Of course, it is going to be Tarik who has to find a momentum, and once he does, Greninja is such a difficult character to play around if he properly gets the callouts he needs to.
Like that?
Yeah. Like you turn it into reality, listening through it and eventually get that one of the big reads. And like you said, eventually when that just starts, it just looks like Tarik just already knows what he needs to do, right? And that's the most scary part about playing against him. There's just so many sequences where he just is one step ahead of you, which can really work demotivating. But of course, Supahsemmie still adapting very well, trying to search for a little bit of breathing space in order to get maybe a bomb, a boomerang going. Okay, gets a tele recovery, but still the pressure that Tarik has been putting off this one opening has been tremendous, already having him on 94%.
Tries to go for the down smash read, needs to go for a smash attack to finish the job, but Supahsemmie avoiding every single one of them.
Yeah, and almost getting caught by that F smash, but still keeping ahead of it and not going to be falling against that forward air, so still putting it out, but at the same time, the pressure's definitely been felt by both of these players. And, oh, that's enough, and it's a crazy combo to get that second stock.
Yeah, a bit of a lucky draw with that bomb there. Of course, it has a multi-hit, like semi-random knockback value. It will knock you in a sort of random direction depending on where you hit, and Supahsemmie getting it right inside of boomerang into the upper, but now Tarik, you see him, he's on the hunt for that nair, for that down tilt, wants to get something going. The dash attack is, stuff that he thought was going to be an SD, but Tarik playing it safe.
Yeah, also clinking with the water shuriken, enough to get back to the stage, but not for the second time, whereas the forward air will be the answer for that stock. And now again into a interesting situation where Supahsemmie currently has the lead, but with a quick sequence, Tarik can definitely pull it back.
Okay, gets the forward in. Big damage coming through for Supahsemmie. 101 on Tarik's stock here. Gets the call-out with the up air, and that is another 16% despite it being from a short up. Supahsemmie now truly in a position to take this KO. Wants to get Tarik into a position where he gets that forward air, gets the up air, but Tarik, as slippery of a player he is, will not allow himself to be caught by that.
No, still sticking onto the stage. Not really wanting to get jumped into the forward air or into an up air. Actually still being wary, but if you're getting hit by those nairs, eventually they're going to be stacking up. Which is going to be enough for eventually one, perhaps an F tilt to also take the stock. So, yeah. Still looking for that opening, but yet again, Supahsemmie is making it very difficult, which means eventually that first game will be going towards his hands.
Yeah, you see that amazing pressure from the arrows. You just have to respect it, because the one time you get hit by it, it will lead to a KO, and it kind of ruins Greninja's like ground-based game plan. Wants to go in, wants to go underneath projects, because Young Link is also like a short boy, has these lower range or lower angle projectiles in terms of how far they from above the stage. Will have Greninja on their toes with a approaching setup, will not be able to dash attack as freely, will not be able to down tilt as freely, has to watch out for those arrows, and now we are going to return into a game 2. The scarf has come off. We have entered serious mode as we return to, I think, we're going on to the battlefield. Fine by me.
Definitely, yeah. Also creating maybe some more combo opportunities with the third platform being there. So let's see how they will be taking advantage of that for now. Supahsemmie just opening up the game as usual, throwing out some projectiles, making sure to get some confusion into the heads of his opponent. Rolling in, still holding onto that center stage very well, but also coping up the pressure with Tarik. So looking like a close one, but there we go. Supahsemmie striking back yet again. Whereas it is the turn of Tarik now.
Uh-oh.
Okay, wait. Yep.
Goes for the drag down, but nothing crazy happening. Currently, Tarik is going to go nuts. 77% on Supahsemmie there. From just one opening, gets the call out on the jump. Again, that upper has been doing insane work for Tarik there and tries to go for another one, but he's not going to be able to reach that. Gets a back throw in, Boomerang coming back, jumping over it smartly, and now Supahsemmie has to watch out because Tarik is looking for that forward air on the ledge.
Yes, this is turning into a dangerous territory for Supahsemmie, but at the same time, he's also firing back with his own explosions, but not enough on the recovery. It seemed like a weird angle where he got the recovery option back.
I think he did like a Boomerang. I think it was supposed to be an up B because Boomerang kind of holds the momentum, I guess.
Yeah, looks like it, but the downer will not be doing it that time, but eventually getting the hit with the bomb and making sure to get the aerial into that first stock of Tarik to not get this lead too far. But, well, I may gallop in my own words because the way that he was juggling Supahsemmie was looking pretty scary.
Okay, goes for an extension. Greninja, of course, such a fast follower, will be has a different combo tree than most characters, but tries to get some stray hits in, gets in there in over Boomerang, but barely missing out. And Tarik taking it a bit more slowly. Wants to go in, but does not want to overcommit too much.
No, and that's the difficulty, right? Because if you're giving up too much respect
as he overcommits,
yeah, it's going to be tough. If that happens, well, there's a result of it. So a tough situation perhaps here for Tarik if he cannot get that momentum where he gets it. Unfortunately, gets the opener. He can finish it off.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
Rack up the damage, 18%. It's not really enough, but every percent is something to take home.
Still keeping him wary, but at the same time, Supahsemmie is playing around it. DIing the hits correctly, not making sure he gets overextended. Well, there we go. Also trying to counter with an up tilt. Not going to be enough, but there we go. A counter, even though Supahsemmie is ready with the tech, because of course he is. That's just Semi, but hey, eventually still gets the stock in that way.
Yeah, unfortunate that he does the second input for shield and gets the air dodge in. Maybe expecting Tarik to get another hit in, but is not going to be the case. Tarik now enjoying this even stock situation. 60% is stuck at the ledge though. Supahsemmie is ledge trapping. Gonna come through.
Oh, it could be dangerous.
No, actually the bomb saving him. Could potentially be another Hydra pump messing up Supahsemmie, but this time gets it through. Wants to go for the footstool bomb. Greninja aerial's a bit too safe for that. Now Tarik at a dangerous percentage. 113 against Supahsemmie. Forder is a bit more stale though. Has to find something different to get the KO with.
Yeah, trying it out and still putting up the pressure. After the fire arrow going for the Nair, which still is racking up the damage. So eventually the moment is ever coming so closely.
Now Supahsemmie waiting for the final card. Gets the read in, but doesn't get the upper in time. Doesn't pull the trigger. And Tarik lives to see another day, but is it gonna be too late? Gets the call out with the jump with the down air. And another game going to Supahsemmie. Strong showing there, but it's a little more finicky this game. It looked like a little bit less dominating and more of where am I going to get those hits in. But that last stock just changed the tide entirely in Supahsemmie's favor. Great showing there. But Tarik, of course, not one to let that happen to him.
No, definitely looking at all the opportunities he gets to make a game happen. Of course, still wanting to maintain his position in or towards the grand finals. And like you said, I mean, Supahsemmie making it difficult with the way that he's been working around the projectiles, working around with the openers, but eventually still gets a good wall in where he does not want to get disturbed in. And well, if you want to have a direct fight, you want to go to a platform with no stages, and well, we're going all the way. We're now also having FD.
Yeah, we have completed the entire tour. Oh, I don't know if we have out.
Yeah, Town City, that's it. That's the only one left.
Of course, Supahsemmie still has the opportunity to get to that stage, but Tarik currently making the most of this counter pick. Great boomerang there to get Greninja off his back. Supahsemmie now will return to stage, but Tarik looking like he's on fire. Despite the platforms, usually that seems like a thing Greninja might struggle with, but of course Youngling's pressure on that platform is just as crazy. Still gets he down to easily up smash. Doesn't need a platform for that. And it is a very early first stock for Tarik here.
Yeah, this is like the dominance that I also kind of expected from Tarik. There's so much like aerial pressure eventually towards the point where you're definitely scared to throw out an option. Eventually from there's where he gets the pressure, there's where he gets the kills, and eventually getting caught up with the up smash. He's going to be sealing it, and eventually also with the air dot still building up some pressure for Sam to finally reach that point of his stock. But this time it's the Tarik show and still pushing up this advantage.
Okay, Tarik gets a bit of mooring, but doesn't matter. Almost a full stock ahead for Supahsemmie. Regrab. Uh-oh.
And that's enough. Not enough for now, because he gets the recovery back with the tether. But for how long, Dagobert? For how long can he keep this stock alive?
It's Tarik has been playing so phenomenally this game, making the most of every opening he's been getting, but now another upper. He's going to seal the deal. Frame 5 upper. He's going to seal that stock, but Supahsemmie in the kill percentages. We've seen what Tarik can do with the high pump with the backer. Have to be careful of the German frog. Yeah, should be it.
Yep.
Oh, still is a bomb, but I actually might have saved him. That will not save him.
Yeah, no.
It did save him, but then he died.
Yeah. You're like, nice shot, but you're dead. Either way, eventually, like we said, I mean, this is kind of the pressure that we were expecting. And with the way that, of course, Supahsemmie doesn't have kind of a reliable tool to get away from the aerial pressure that Tarik has been putting on the ledge. It's just so difficult to get one of these big openers, get the boomerang or get a bomb off, and eventually a fire arrow to kind of seal the deal. But this time, definitely more of the Tarik show, getting good use of the dash attack, getting good use of the forward air. This time, not giving any wiggle room for Supahsemmie. So perhaps we're going towards that 4th game. But not if Supahsemmie has something to say about it with the pressure that he still tries to put on, with the learnings that he still might want to get.
Jump. I'm always surprised about how far the up B goes. It's such such an underestimated move.
Fire arrow?
No, the up B from Youngling.
Oh,
I'm always surprised at how far it goes.
Oh yeah, no, it has some reach. So what also has some reach is the water shuriken there from Tarik, still putting up a lot of dangerous situations and still chasing him all the way towards the blast zone, perhaps. Because every hit is still in the advantage of Tarik.
Oh, double shadow sneak, smart to wait out the bomb timing, but doesn't get the hit he wants to. But a great call from the backward or the back jump in the forward air, sealing out Supahsemmie's last stock, reading the overextension. Great stuff by Tarik there. So much more dominant off stage this game.
Yes.
Like not just off stage on the ledge, like not letting Supahsemmie get that neutral stage he wants to in order to set up his wall of projectiles and moves. Incredible job from Tarik that game, but of course now you have to face a double Supahsemmie counter pick.
Yep, and that's tough, right? I mean, that's not a special place you want to be at, but at the same time, it is where the magic happens. It is where legends are perhaps made, and of course, Tarik wants to prove himself as one of the only, or just the only German player in the bracket left. So, a difficult challenge to face. And continuing the matchup, like you said, it is tough because, like you said, with the way that he's been pressuring or handling the ledge, it's been great. But again, you know what Supahsemmie can also do whenever he gets those habits on the board. We're going back to small battlefields, the neutral playing ground, as it seems. Let's see what kind of legendary plays we are going to be seeing in this 3rd game of the winners final on the Verge 2.
I think it really helps here is you have the platforms to fall back on if you are in a dangerous position, especially off stage. Greninja has to cover one angle or the other. Now Supahsemmie has the platforms to fall back on. Double bomb, gets the bomb in again, but sends him to the other side. That's that random knockback almost we were talking about. Does not get him into a good conversion there, but the damage is counting up for Tarik here. Only 34% of Supahsemmie, but it is going to be counting. Does not get the follow-up on that dash attack. Unfortunate situation for Tarik there. Not getting the right stuff he wants to. Supahsemmie currently ruling it out that he wants that first stock first. Gets it.
There we go. Yep, with the down tilt into the upper, it's going to be enough for that first stock. And with a clean lead here, with only 42% in his hands, it's looking yet again like a tough hill to climb here for Tarik with the game plan that was in place. But there we go. Finally gets a late hit in on the Nair. So there is some chip damage to be dealt there. But again, we want to see those big openings. We want to see those big combos coming out there from Tarik to still put this game into a close quarter position. But at this time, it looks like the Supahsemmie. So
The SDI from Tarik on that up B is actually phenomenal. Getting out of a follow-up potentially, but very high forward there is enough for Tarik to steal back that stock at such a low percentage. But now, Supahsemmie in danger. No double jump. Oh, but actually gets it back.
yeah, that all of a sudden, in less than a minute, just looked like a completely different action that we saw there. Just being so aware of the fact that Supahsemmie could not recover back there from the high ceiling and eventually getting it off. So perhaps Supahsemmie now also trying to answer back with the pressure that he built up from himself. And there we go, getting the up B into it, which is going to be enough for that second stock and perhaps the last stock for Tarik in this winner's final.
Yep, it is a rough situation. We are 55% only on Supahsemmie, but we've seen how early Tarik can take these stocks, especially if he gets these high forward airs off the off-stage back airs. But Semi a bit more difficult to catch, but the read on the air, it's going to be enough for an equal opportunity last stock situation.
Yeah, the reads of Tarik has been phenomenal throughout this set. It's definitely been surprising me left, right, and center, and this far going for it all. There we go, getting another read. Also clanging with the boomerang, so not getting hit by it. So eventually we're creating a big lead where Tarik can definitely pull off something magical. Maybe something big. Maybe something Germany eats for its own country. But not right now. Not right now, Dagobert. We're still continuing the pressure because he wants this game 5. He wants to continue winning. He wants to get this trophy into his own pockets.
Yep. Supahsemmie this time jumping from the down tilt of Tarik. He was waiting for another up smash Erders read to get something going, but currently 104 has to watch out.
This is looking all too tight, all too close, because eventually one of those big hits can definitely be sealing the deal. But this far, not going to be doing it. They're going for the forward, but at the second time around, it is going to be enough. Where I had a little bit of doubt at the beginning if it was going to be killing on the center stage, but it was enough, which means there is going to be that second counter pick around now for Supahsemmie, and it is going to be turn going back.
Yep.
We're not switching around anything. No Yoshis, no FD, just back to the small bit of food. All good and trusted.
To be fair, that 1-4 there so high up the ceiling was the momentum changer for that, because Supahsemmie was like 60-70 when it happened, and it DI'd up. So he just sends him up to the upper blast zones, losing his stock very early, but Supahsemmie had momentum for most of the match. Tarik just stole it in very convincing ways, honestly. It's so difficult. Oh, save! Okay. I mean, you have to.
Yeah, no, I was like, either you save or you die. So either one of the two, but damn. You're keeping me in the top of my seat because this is looking like a banger. Another game 5 in a winner's final. We're definitely having a fantastic spectators event. So thus far, definitely the players has been working up. But Dagobert, of course, around this time, all the tricks need to be pulled off, okay? We want to continue on to the grand finals. It's been a long day, but only one of these players can still remain there. And of course, with the momentum that both these players are creating, it is so difficult to eventually get something going. So let's see who is going to be the first one to bite. And it is going to be Tarik against Supahsemmie.
Yeah, bit of a fish the eye on that neutral area. But to be fair, I was expecting the upper as well. Good matchup with Supahsemmie, but Supahsemmie seems to be in control. Gets a backer in. Tarik now playing the ledge game again, but Supahsemmie a bit more tricky, gets a parry in on the Nair, and that is going to be center stage again, but Tarik once again claiming that corner.
Oh, and not falling there for the strong hit of the up smash, but still in a weird situation where the Nair is going to be connecting in the forward air is also going to be parried away from Supahsemmie, so this time also still waiting it out and trying to cover it with the forward smash, but still not falling forward, still putting up with his options and trying out a Nair for his own, but eventually gets caught by it as well, so all the damage is still racking up for Supahsemmie, which is still beneficial. But again, Tarik is still looking for that kill. Perhaps a big forward or a back air could be sealing it, but still. Okay, another chance around. What is he going to do with it? Try to F-tilt, not enough. Down air. caught by the jab. Dagobert, this is looking scary for Tarik, and they counter.
Actually unpunishable in that position. Bounces right back up. I like the attempt from Tarik there.
That's enough,
to get
right?
somewhere going, but should...
Oh,
Oh, great mash from
mash.
Supahsemmie. Up throw would have definitely been the KO. Smart play by Tarik, but Supahsemmie mashing out in time. Not getting up front. Yeah, Tarik really runs that up front.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's logical. It's the safest way to potentially get
true, of
in this
course.
shield-heavy game.
Having the approaches, but still, yeah, being too fast by it, getting a short jump into the approach, so not falling for it yet. And of course, still with the way that Supahsemmie's been playing, it's been absolutely blowing my mind. How can you still maintain this lead?
Oh.
How can you still maintain everything?
No way, right?
This is going to be a 2.
No,
Okay,
no.
I
Actually,
need
gets
to
back to the
converse.
stage. Deepest side of the blast zone.
Movement.
Yeah, and gets
There we
corner
go,
in
yeah.
for his troubles. That is going to be the stock for Tarik, but 133. Is it going to be a bit too late? It is a bit too late. Gets the jump read in the forward. It's going to be enough to send Tarik on the last stock.
Okay, and the
Last-
crowd is going wild on the background.
Uh-oh.
They are getting into some spicy waves, but wait a minute, maybe it's a little bit too soon. Oh, not the hydro pump on the up B. Maybe a little bit of a weird angle to counter it. So let's see, with still a stock in the advantage for Supahsemmie, how he can create this wall of defense for Tarik to break through. And maybe that was one, oh, getting 4 dash attacks. That was a desperation perhaps,
I
but
guess so, but still does not get the biggest punish for it. Great STI by Tarik again to get rid of those 4 dash. Great jump back from Supahsemmie, kind of in Tarik's head at this point in territory. He wants to go for momentum, but Supahsemmie now calling out the movement options here. Gets a bomb, retreats to center stage, wants not to overextend. Has 80% on the Tarik's last stock. Is going to wrap it up to 96. And almost could be the KO, but the boomerang catch animation ruined it for Supahsemmie. Now tries to go for the up air. Supahsemmie in a game-winning position, but a great forward smash by Tarik, calling out a dash tag, punishing a dash tag.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Not going to connect for the stock. So still needs to be wary of the
Yep.
options, where with the parry punish with the dash attack will be doing enough, which means that Supahsemmie will be coming on top and coming directly to the grand finals of the on the Verge. Yeah, sorry, different tournament.